Alrighty, Duelist Kingdom action, and it is Chazz going up against Mokuba. So Chazz uses the Ojamas combined with some armed dragons, and he's also got Moki in there for some fun to pay homage to that duelist that was up in the clouds. Twilight Eraser is card of the match. I have no idea what it does. Mokuba is plants, reptiles to fill in the void of that typing of the early deck. It's kind of what I envisioned that player might have had, that the deck that Mokuba stole during Duelist Kingdom. So Chazz has started off with Threatening Roar. He's got a Mystical Space Typhoon. He's got Ojama Blue as well. It's a very handy card for Chazz to draw straight away. Alright, turn change. Mokuba takes a card, and he has got 6 cards in hand. He has started off with Shard of Greed and plays another face down spell or trap. And oh, Mokuba doesn't play any monsters. He's not really in any danger. He doesn't activate Mystical Space Typhoon. Unless he wants to keep Mystical Space Typhoon for wait, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong player. Chazz has Mystical Space Typhoon. Oh, there's Polymerization. If Chazz waits for Ojama Blue to get destroyed, he could draw Ojama Country, and he could also pull the Ojama Yellow. Mokuba activates Shard of Greed. I wonder why Chazz didn't use Mystical Space Typhoon. Unless he wants Mokuba to draw something good so he can get Ojama Blue destroyed. That might be what he was going for. Okay, Emperor of the Land and Sea. I don't know, if it was me, I probably would have just yeeted Mystical Space Typhoon straight at that Jar of Greed to stop the 2 cards being drawn, but that's because I haven't got the patience to sit there and strategize. Okay, so, well, this is good strategy from Chazz. He's waited for Ojama Blue to get destroyed. He can pull Ojama Yellow and that Ojama Country. Now, he's got Polymerization, so the Ojama King could be coming down to the field here. Well, it should be coming down in the field. It will be a total of 3,000 attack, because the attack and defense flip if you have an Ojama on the field with Ojama Country. Oh, now Chazz goes for Mystical Space Typhoon. He destroyed the face down. Oh, it was Magic Jammer. Oh, that could be a game-winning move for Chazz. Wow. He kept his Mystical Space Typhoon. He ignored Shard of Greed, and in reward, he destroyed a Magic Jammer. That Magic Jammer would have blocked Ojama Country, and then Chazz basically can't get any attack points throughout the whole match. Not gonna lie, that was really, really composed and clever play from Chazz, and it has rewarded him with 3,000 attack points on the field. With the Ojama King as Emperor of the Land and Sea's attack and defense is also flipped. Mokuba down to 6,500. Alright, draw phase for Mokuba. He goes with a face down spell or trap and a face down defense as well. Well, 3,000 attack, Mokuba's not going to get anywhere near that. There's Ojama Delta Hurricane. Well, Chazz doesn't have anything else. He's got his Ojama King. Goes to his battle phase, and it is the Ancient Tree of Enlightenment that is destroyed for Mokuba. Mokuba's got, what, 6 cards in hand, so I mean, if he draws Offerings to the Doomed or something, we're going to be seeing But no, it's another face-down defense, another face-down spell or trap here as well. But if Mokuba can get the Ojama King off the field with like an Offerings to the Doomed or something. No, it's not immune to magic and traps, so... Now, Chazz has drawn Soul Tiger. Mokuba's played Thunder of Ruler, and thankfully too, because Soul Tiger will be 2100 attack. With the attack and defense swap. And, oh, Offerings to the Doomed. I've just opened my YouTube comments. I looked up and I saw Offerings to the Doomed. Okay, there's... Threatening Roar was activated. Mokuba has just flipped up a 7 Tools of the Bandit. Threatening Roar is kind of like Thunder of Ruler. The opponent can't have a battle phase with Thunder of Ruler, but Threatening Roar means the opponent cannot attack this turn. Mokuba tributes, and he has played the Queen of Autumn Leaves. Ah, yes, so now there's no Ojama on the field. Oh, Monster Reborn from Mokuba now as well. He's selected the Ojama King, and back it comes. So that will flip the attack and defense again. Chazz will lose 3 of his monster zones. Huh. Why is the players stopped? And I'm guessing our players are... Why isn't the attack and defense... Oh, unless it's unless there's something in the card description of Ojama Country, I would need the cursor to go on Ojama Country. Unless there's something in Ojama Country that says it's only on your side of the field, I think that's what it might be. Either way, it doesn't actually matter because Chazz hasn't got anything to be able to get Ojama King destroyed. And if he plays an Ojama down, then Ojama King will get to 3,000. Yeah, it must be on your side of the field. There must be that written in the card text of Ojama Country somewhere. Serpentine Princess is played. Ojama King is now in defense mode. That may not actually be... Oh, actually, no, it is actually a decent move because Chazz does have armed dragons. But Chazz is losing life points now. The cursor still has not gone over Ojama Country, but no, I would say that there would be something in text that says that the Ojama Country only does it if there is a Ojama on your side of the field. Doesn't matter for the opponent's side of the field. All these little niche card texts are what does it in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's Ojama Red now. The attack and defense has flipped, so Ojama King has just been destroyed. If only Chazz now could draw his Monster Reborn and bring it back, but he's now that there's an Ojama on the field, Serpentine Princess is now 2,000 attack points. There's Feral Imp. There's 1,000. Oh, this is over. Chazz is going to lose the rest of his life points here. 3,100 combined with Queen of Autumn Leaves and Feral Imp, and Chazz is beaten. Well, Mokuba picks up the first win. That's surprising. I thought Mokuba would struggle with Chazz, but no, Mokuba's like, I am here, I'm ready to play, and I have got the first win. Alright, as this is setting back up in the lobby, shoutouts to Emperor Pikachu. These are from comments over the last 24 hours or so. He says, I collected a bunch more cards, so whenever you're down to duel again, I'm ready. I too am ready, although I'll be asleep after this, I think, after doing this commentary. I need to be at the film and TV studio fairly early, and it takes over an hour to get there. That's a new name as well. Kevin Whitting 4696 was saying about Legendary Fisherman. The harpoon was censored for the American audiences, and said if you were watching the anime, occasionally it gets away. So it was censored. Yet Mako, in the American one, they didn't have a problem with Mako throwing a harpoon at Yugi and it landing next to him. I remember that. Mako like yeeting a harpoon and then saying, "You're dueling me. Otherwise, I'm going to throw a harpoon at you," which is a questionable way to challenge someone to a duel. Mako could have just asked them for a duel without throwing the harpoon. If you watch the episode, Mako didn't ask for a duel. He threw the harpoon first and was like, Yugi was like, oh, maybe we'll meet you in the competition. Mako could have just went, wait, Yugi, let's duel now. Let's not wait. But instead, he just yeeted the harpoon at them. He missed them deliberately, but still, it could have hit someone in the eye. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt, but still, I love Mako. I reckon he was one of the best characters. And water decks are always really, really fun. Mokuba has got Silver Fang on the field. Chazz has got 8 cards in his hand. His Ojama Blue got destroyed. Also for Moon Wolfie, Torrin Johnson, Silas DC, Demi Henning as well, Slinger 0083, SAH 292, Music Hairston 7871 as Polymerization, Ojama Country, and 3. We've seen 3 light up in hand, so that's going to be Ojama King again. Well, hopefully Chazz has better luck this time. Octavia Hirschberg as well, another long-time commenter. Sir Aaron Game Guy says, man, why are you throwing shade at the original king like this? Oh, look, I really do love Yugi, but not as much as I love seeing him lose. I guess it's because being the anime protagonist, we saw him win, 90% of the time. So, although I do like Yugi, and I do believe that he does ultimately deserve the title of the King of Games, but it's always fun to see the protagonist's aura get taken away and see how it actually performs. Although Yugi hasn't won yet, he does have his deck isn't terrible. He's got Summon Skull, which is only 6 stars. He's got a good fusion in Gaia the Dragon Champion. Even in the match he had yesterday against who was he against? Chum. He was against Chumlee. Even in that match, Yugi he drew some of his good monsters. He even got Gaia the Dragon Champion out, but Chumlee was just too much. And he was ready. He also got that big koala. It's 5,700 attack points. Which I think someone said Chumlee needs to learn how to, Octavia Hirschberg. Chum needs to learn the difference between knowing how to use a card and knowing how to play it. Because yes, he yeeted up the attack points and then almost lost the duel because he didn't have anything to play. But self-destructive dueling is always fun to watch. As speaking of, man, I tell you what, Chazz has a lot of attack power on the field. Serpentine Princess has just been destroyed. So Mokuba destroyed the Armed Dragon level 3. He had to. Otherwise that Armed Dragon level 5 would have been coming out. You don't want Chazz leveling up those Armed Dragons. They're very, very strong. But Mokuba can't use 3 of his monster zones. And if he could... Oh, no, he needs Mystical Space Typhoon or Offerings to the Doomed. He needs his magic. Super Palco as well. Connor Chavez, Alejandro Fernandez. War Games Master. That's a new name as well. I wonder what a modern Alexis deck would look like. I mean, modern in the context of Legacy of the Duelist, yes. Well, I mean, this game is dated by, almost 7 years now, I think. But yeah, an Alexis deck in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! If you could get the magic and traps to really support the Cyber Angels, but Alexis's Cyber Angel deck is actually really, really good. After this tournament, I would like to do an Archetype tournament, but use the actual characters as the protagonist of said archetype. So Bones could use a zombie archetype, Camula use the vampire cards. I'm sure we could find one for Bones. Bones could be King of the Skull Servants. As Chazz could have the complete Ojama archetype. We could have Yugi having What did Yugi use any archetype? I mean, Kaiba obviously could have a Blue Eyes. Oh, Yugi could have like a Dark Magician archetype deck. Kaiba could have a Blue Eyes. Joey could have the Red Eyes one. So could Atticus actually as well. Joey could have a Time Wizard archetype deck because there's a few cards that are good with Time Wizard, and that deck is horrible to play against. It's one of the challenge decks on this as well. It's an absolute nightmare to play against. Magic Time Hammer or something, because like you attack and it just sends the card out from play for a certain amount of turns. Like you have to like use magic and traps. Hey, the Bean Soldier. I wonder if I can make a deck out of the Bean Soldier. Not really, because there's no support cards, but Beanie here is taking one for the team. He's going to destroy the Ojama Black. You know, Maya could have like a full decked out Harpies archetype. Tanya could do the Amazon S. Jaden could have like a proper elemental hero. Could put Crowler in with the Ancient Gears. 1700 off the Bean Soldier. And when I say archetype, I mean like early archetype. I mean Don Zalug with the Dark Scorpions is kind of like an archetype. It's not a very strong one, but if you added in cards like Raigeki and Mirror Forces and stuff, you could actually make a decent deck out of Don Zalug's deck. Invigoration has been put onto the Rainbow Flower, which has reached 900. That can attack directly as well. But yes, I would really like to do an archetype tournament. So like each of the players like have an archetype. Like Weevil could have Insector. Actually, Insector is quite strong. But when it comes to an archetype tournament, because like there's some archetypes are going to match up better than others against certain ones as well. Like as we see, wow, Mokuba lost that second match very quick. Oh, it's 1-1. So bonus points off the table. Winner takes all for season point. You know, Mako could use I'm just trying to think of archetypes off the top of my head, and it's just not happening. I'm sure, you know, there's water archetypes that Mako could use. Ocean Dragon Lord, Neo Deadless, maybe Mako could make use of that. Sort of like the water structure deck that came out back in like 2005. Rage from the Deep or something, I think it was called. Fury from the Deep or something like that. Pegasus could use the Toon archetype. Okay. Chazz has started off with polymerization again. He has been super lucky so far with that polymerization. Okay, now I will mention this. If anyone sees black lines like flickering across the screen, if you focus hard enough, you'll probably see them. It's like a split second, there's like black lines that are like popping up on the screen, like flicking. That's nothing wrong with your device or your TV or anything. I believe our Elgato card is starting to show its age, to put it nicely. Starting to crap itself, to put it a little bit meaner. But that's not your device. That's actually ours. It's not really noticeable unless like you point it out. Although, yeah, I do see now. Coming up, it was left in the notes that our Elgato might be starting to fail. Mind you, it's done well. As, oh my god, that Armored Lizard is 2,800 attack points. Oh my god, there goes the Ojama Knight. Wow, I was not expecting that from Mokuba. Damn, Chazz is in trouble. His Armed Dragon level 3 is not going to stay on the field. And damn, that Armed Dragon level 5 is going to have a hard time getting to the field. Because 1,900 on Armored Lizard. But no, I've checked the ports, I've tested the cables and stuff. I don't think it's the cables, but to be fair, the Bean Soldier. But to be fair, the Elgato card that we have, it's, how old is it? Ooh, I would say be about as old as the channel. The channel's coming up to 3 years, so it's not super old, but the HDMI ports have been like used like a lot. Like the HDMI cable that goes into the Elgato while it's being played, it needs to be put into the laptop, so it needs to be taken out of the Elgato and put into the laptop to display on screen for like commentary stuff. So but yeah, the Elgato card, man, that thing has been like absolutely hammered. It has recorded probably a few thousand, maybe not a few thousand, definitely. Oh, actually no, it might be close to 1,000, you know. It might actually be close to those numbers. I don't really want to count how many videos I have. A lot of my videos on YouTube are shorts as well, but no, that Elgato card has done a lot of work in that 3 years, so I wouldn't be surprised if the HDMI port is starting to fail. And speaking of starting to fail, Chazz has been absolutely obliterated in this third match. I thought this match was going to go for a bit longer, but man, Chazz's Ojama Knight got flattened by that Armored Lizard, and the Bean Soldier is the one to finish it off. Wow, this was unexpected. I did not think Mokuba was going to win this match. Wow, that was great play from Mokuba. Lucky to draw those heavy equips to get over that Ojama Knight. It is 2-1 in favor of Mokuba. Would you believe it? Chazz has lost. Well, let's bring up the... let me just bring up who's playing tomorrow. What day is it? Thursday? Friday tomorrow already. Big Five and Rex Raptor are coming up. There's also Bastion and Weevil. Donzalug versus the Paradox Brothers, and to close out the round, Bakura and Pegasus. That could be interesting, given the history they have in the anime. Well, that's all from me. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.